Returned from executive session. We just returned from executive session, so now we're into our open session. And we'll ask everybody to stand just for a few seconds. We lost 3 members of our community this week. And we just want to pay a little bit of a tribute to them. Along with one of them who passed was a former selectman, David Woods. I don't know if anybody is aware. He served some time back. And it's always sad to lose a citizen, never mind somebody who has served the town. Anyway, it was Edward Demora, Kenneth Hansen, and of course, David Woods. Thank you. Copper Stove Company, how are you?
Doing very well, thanks.
Several years ago, I purchased some, what I thought was just postcards from Dayton. Somebody was selling them as a pack, and they were in cellophane wrap. And one of them was from the stove company. I couldn't believe it. I actually wanted to bring it tonight to show you. You probably have seen it. It's got to be from one of the original dates, but it had 3 employees standing in front of it. And somebody wrote on the bottom the name of one of the employees, and on the back was 2 more. And I'm sorry, I don't remember, but I couldn't find it. Oh yeah, I will certainly bring it by when I had it hanging in my office at home for the longest time with the other photos that had come. And like I said, some of them were postcards. But it's so nice that you guys have been part of our society for all these years. And we're very proud. And it's nice that you call us home.
We've been part of the community for 75 years.
Yes.
And I am the 3rd generation.
Wow.
Of my family to own and operate the business. My grandfather founded the business in 1950 on October 26th.
Yes.
And started to struggle a bit. My dad came in there in 1969, and right about that same time, Raytheon was starting to flourish over here in the North Dayton Mill. And my grandfather passed away in 1982, and I was just out of college, and probably intended to go to work there someday, but not that soon. But my dad needed my help. So
wow.
45 years later, I'm generation 3, and probably have a couple more years left.
That's so cool.
I'll be 70 next June.
Yep, nice.
And generation 4 is already in place. My daughter is with us tonight.
Well,
and my
generation 5 too.
Yeah, exactly. My most irreplaceable guy is 2 seats behind me. He's a resident, John Yusson. So I'm very proud of what we do and what we've endured.
Yeah.
But it's all because of the people that walk through our door every day. And I get way too much credit for what we've accomplished, but it's all about my people.
Nice. That's nice to hear, especially when traditionally 2nd generations don't make it for whatever reason. But to hear that a 3rd and possibly a 4th generation is just awesome news.
Here's an interesting piece of that, where small business is really the backbone of this country.
Oh, sure.
And in family businesses in particular, 85% fail in the 2nd generation.
Is it that high?
We're on G3 and going strong, and I don't anticipate going anywhere.
Nice.
But you're right, 85% fail. So it's rather extraordinary that we've endured, but we've got our niche and we do it well.
Yeah, well, we're honored to have you. And it's very nice to have you here this evening, because we don't often get to meet a lot of the commercial industry here in town. Sometimes it's a grand opening and or businesses close, but it's nice to know that somebody as successful as you guys are still with us, and it's nice to meet you.
Well, we like to think we're a good neighbor.
Oh, certainly.
And, part of the community here, and it's always nice when we can hire a person that's a local resident too.
Great.
And we won the lottery when we found Sean. But we're proud to be here, and I appreciate deeply you inviting us.
Oh, sure. Sean, what do you do?
I'm the quality manager
Okay,
and kind of run stuff on the shop too.
yeah, nice. How many employees do you have?
When I came to work there, we had 52. And right now we have 24, 25.
Yeah,
And we're doing, just the computer age and the efficiency and just knowing how to do things better
right.
has allowed us to be lean and mean, and we keep up,
Good.
We're in a cyclical business with the Department of Defense.
Okay,
And we're a tier 1 subcontractor to the Department of Defense. You get between contracts, you get a little slow. You get a contract ramping up and you're pulling your hair out.
Right.
Today, finding new hires and people who want to work is a struggle.
sure. I'm sure it's a challenge. And it's interesting because I think the jobs are out there. People just don't want to do it.
Yeah, we've tried to partner with the local trade schools.
Mhm.
It doesn't work. They don't want to do that
Yeah,
work.
yeah,
I'm lucky to have, my kids don't have that built into them. I think
Yeah.
it started in the 8th grade with a history teacher in time named Mr. Hall.
oh, yeah.
And, but, we're fortunate.
Yes. Mr. Hull, who's sitting right behind you,
I know.
was a big part of you guys coming this evening. He brought it to our attention that it's been 75 years. And we thought that it'd be nice to present this certificate that we have. I'm going to ask my other two colleagues if they have any questions for you or comments.
I would just say what a wonderful legacy, 75 years. Thank you for continuing to choose Dayton as your home and employing local folks. And I wish you continued prosperity in your future.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
I was excited to see you guys on the agenda just because I did not know, I'll be honest, I didn't know you exist. I don't know all the businesses in town. And usually when we see businesses, it's never a good thing. They're here for something not good or there's an issue. So it's nice to be able to celebrate a business we had, especially one that's been around for so long. So thank you. Thank you for picking Dayton and thank you for staying in Dayton.
Thank you for having us.
Sure. This certificate is from the Town of Dayton Board of Selectmen at 979 Somerset Avenue, Dayton, Mass. And this is a certificate of recognition. We, the undersigned, do hereby congratulate Taunton Stove Company Incorporated in honor of 75 years of dedicated services, innovation, and commitment to excellence in business. Established on October 26, 1950, which is what you had said, under the authority of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and commissioned Edward J. Cronin, Taunton Stove Company Incorporated, has stood as a proud symbol of craftsmanship, resilience, and family legacy. And I think that's so cool. That it's 4 generations soon to be. The milestone commemorates not only the longevity of the company, but also the enduring values passed down through 3 generations of leadership. Today, we celebrate this remarkable achievement. We also recognize the bright future ahead with 4th generation successors, David T. Bodge and Jennifer L. Bodge Ferrara. I didn't blow it. Who continued the proud tradition of excellence. In witness that whereof we hereunto have set our hands and caused this great seal of Dayton, of Town of Dayton, to be affixed on this 5th day of November 25th. The Board of Selectmen of the Town of Dayton have signed this. So, sir, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'd love to get a picture of you guys with the website, if you don't mind.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Wish you could have met my son, David. He's coaching an 8th grade football team under the lights at Dayton Rehoboth High School right now. So
Oh, that's nice. Well, tell them we said thank you.
8-year-old, I said 8th grade, 8-year-old.
Yeah,
Great place to be.
well, tell David we said hi.
I will do that.
Yeah, sir, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you again.
If we could get a shot, it'd be great for our website. You guys want to come up, fourth generation and possibly fifth?
Behind you, 'cause I'm in this.
We could call a shot. Yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you again, sir.
Thank you.
All right, have a nice evening.
Great.
Have a good night.
Hey, we're gonna move right on to you, sir. This is gonna be a review, discuss, and act, accept the town of Dayton as a Purple Heart community. Whenever you're ready, sir.
Anyway. Yeah, we're here tonight just to brief you on the
Mhm.
upcoming Veterans Day events, which we have 3 this year.
Yes,
But I'll start out with, I'll go backwards from the 12th.
okay,
November 12th, we're gonna have the ceremony that installs Dayton as a military Purple Heart community, which is part of the trail.
mhm,
And we will have guest speakers and you're all gonna come, I know.
oh, definitely, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Yeah, and it's a pretty good program, and I think you'll be proud of it, so we're hoping to see you on the 12th. That's
Yes.
6 p.m. at the middle school.
Right,
And working backwards from that, on the 11th at 10 a.m., we'll be out here at the Veterans Park for a ceremony.
mhm,
And on Saturday at 9 o'clock, we'll be here in this room for the Veterans Breakfast.
right,
And tonight, you have before you a proclamation that needs to be voted on.
yep,
I don't know how this would work. They would like to have the date of the 12th on it. I don't know if you can actually vote and have it take effect as of.
on the 12th, sure,
Because they have this, all goes into the National Register, and they like to have it the same day.
yes,
Because the commander from the Purple Heart Society will be here to help make the presentation.
nice,
And we're gonna have, we got 4 signs coming,
mhm,
and they'll go at the entrances to, as you come into Dayton. If we need a couple more, I imagine we'll talk to Tom Ferry and.
Correct.
Where they're gonna go.
right.
That's.
So these are the typical signs that I've seen in other communities.
Yeah.
This is a Purple Heart community.
It's a Purple Heart community, Dayton,
Right.
Massachusetts.
Good,
And the idea behind this movement is to have a trail through every single community in the country. So it's quite they've got a lot already.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna make it. And what we've done is we sent out letters to all the veteran community in town, asking them if they, have a Purple Heart or a family Purple Heart, and they'll be honored guests at this event. So that's what we're doing.
okay,
Now I'll call the colonel for the ask.
sure,
We always gotta ask for something, right?
yeah, that's all right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Some of our speakers will include Senator Dooner.
Mhm,
I spoke with her directly and she has it, she showed me right on her phone. I've got it here. Representative Thurber will not be able
Right.
to make it. However, he is sending Representative Mr. Collin with a proclamation. We are going to have support from the Scouts. We're going to have an honor guard. And we're going to receive a rather large Purple Heart flag, which as per discussions we've had, I think it would be most appropriate with your concurrence if we put that flag with the POW MIA chair in the town hall in that
Yeah.
viewing area. Ray said we have the local Purple Heart commander representative. We'd ask one of you to read the proclamation. Anything else that I missed?
I think you gotta know. Good.
Okay, I think that
So I
pretty
think
much
the
covers the
question
waterfront.
was, do you need to vote to put the flag in town hall next to the chair? If
Okay.
If so, we wondered if you could add that I think it's part of what's on the agenda, so it would meet the public meeting
Yes,
criteria, so you vote on that and we'll be able to put it there, I think.
I don't know if it requires a vote, but we
If
can
it doesn't require.
put it there anyway. I mean, I'm gonna assume my colleagues agree.
Yeah, I don't think it needs a vote.
Yeah, so I don't think it doesn't require a vote, but we'd display it with honor, certainly.
We
This
knew,
is,
we knew you would say.
oh, yeah. What's this purple flag for?
So this flag will go, and we have many, many Purple Heart recipients in the town of Dayton,
Okay,
all the way back to the Revolutionary War. And when you go to the cemeteries, you see a flag. The ones that we can identify as Purple Heart recipients, this will be the flag.
okay,
Go there, and we will have them the night of the ceremony of pretty much at the reserved seating for Purple Heart families.
nice.
I think we'll have some Gold Star families there also.
Wow.
I know Mrs. Van Geisen, I think you all may,
Mhm.
has interest in this, and I think she'll be there, so
Okay,
that's what this flag is for.
not that I expect dead on number, but approximately how many Purple Hearts are there here in Dayton? You see many going back to the early wars,
I would say it's in hundreds.
hundreds, yeah,
Hundreds, and an impressive list of bronze stars, silver stars. We had a gentleman move into town. Unfortunately, he can't be here. He just moved into Hunter's Hill,
Mhm.
and he has Navy Cross, Purple Heart, Bronze Star, Silver Star. He was a helicopter pilot in Vietnam, and he now made a retirement house here in Hunter's Hill. And we have a lot, and we have one Congressional Medal of Honor recipient,
Okay,
Fredericks, which we had. Mr. Anderson. Is it Anderson? Frederick. Oh, so I have part of his name, sorry about that. We have that down at the police station
Mhm.
in the foyer,
Right,
but a lot of response from the community. There's a movement to try to get that here in town hall, so, because as much as, I think people like to come here to the town hall, not so much the police station.
no,
Anyway, we'll get it up here to town hall, so we're trying to get that done also. So,
you like to think that they come to the town hall for good reasons only, but I wouldn't think that the police station is a place that most people want to have to visit.
well, yeah, have
But-
hundreds of Purple Heart recipients and descendants, and
Yeah,
you've got quite a few. I know there's a lady in town that served in the Gulf and has a Purple Heart, and hopefully she will come, so.
yeah,
Mhm.
nice.
If I may, the little bit of history behind that Purple Heart being at, excuse me, the Medal of Honor being at the police station. When we were notified of it and we received it, it sat in the vault for about 14 months.
Right,
And
I remember the ceremony we had.
Yeah, and the concern was that it needed to be protected
Mm,
24/7. And we wanted to get it out of the vault for the public. And the best place at that time to place it with security was at the police station.
Right,
However, moving forward, as Mr. Hague said, we'd like to try to relocate it at the town hall where it can be viewed by anyone that comes in, certainly viewed by more people
sure,
than it currently is. But that's the history of why it's there and
Right.
what we'd like to do in the future.
okay. I think we can accommodate that as well.
Okay, and we also have working with us, Don Hershey, who I know you
Yeah.
all know, that one of my predecessors, and Dave, and we're all veterans working on this project, along with the yeoman work that's being done by Nancy down in the Veterans Office to get all this stuff done, so we appreciate it.
Okay, well, thank you very much. We
Thank you.
appreciate your efforts. This next one is a review, discuss, and act, request to appoint Robert Gear as an associate member of the Economic Development Committee. Hi, how are you? We've met before.
We have.
Okay,
Hi.
yeah,
Thank you for having me.
sure. I read your paperwork. And I'm sure everyone else has too. And thank you. First comes to mind for wanting to do this.
Well, thank you. No, thank everybody here.
And when you came back to town, how long ago?
32 days ago.
32 days ago? And already jumping in.
Yeah, well, the thing of it is that I've since become a Dayton, I rooted my business here in Dayton while I was away,
Yeah,
knowing that I eventually was gonna come home.
okay,
And so as a proud Dayton new business owner in my first year, I thought what better way than getting involved in the local economy?
sure.
Because that was part of what I did, where I came from, was drive the economics of the businesses I ran or managed.
Yeah. Nice. Well, we're glad to have you aboard. I'm glad that you are interested in doing it. What makes you want to do it? Besides, I know you want to get involved.
Yeah, part of it is that I would like to be a part of what Dayton looks like in the future in terms of what our business structure looks like. Like, I'd like to see a little bit more diversity. I'd like to see stuff for kids, maybe like not a gymboree, you know? Not necessarily a franchise business, but something that kids can go to in the summer that can be translated into something during the winter. I'd like to see something, more business come into town, like a pickleball business.
Yeah.
that They have in Dartmouth right now, things like that, that it can attract activity and then also residents.
Right. So you have some good ideas.
I'd like to think so.
Good, thank you. Nicole, do you have anything like that?
No, I always love when people leave. That's not what I mean, but I always love when people leave and then come back. Because that means so much. It means like, obviously, you really love the community to come back, and thank you. And
It's the small town.
yeah, to volunteer, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Mark, do you have anything?
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
I love that as well. So thank you for coming back.
So much.
Okay, can we please have a motion on the floor to accept?
I'll make a
Robert
motion
Gill?
to accept to appoint Robert Gear. Did I say that right? Yep.
Second,
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Public hearing for the Down of Dayton.
If I just think for you.
Sure.
Through the chair, the veterans who were here with as the select board for an action to accept the town of Dayton Purple Heart community. And just getting the proclamation now, so you have the vote on that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Right. 12 is the date you want.
They did that, so I want to make sure you guys got that done, so.
Okay. Whereas the people of Dayton, Mass have great admiration and utmost gratitude for all the citizens of our community have selfishly served in the armed forces that have been vital in maintaining the freedom and the way of life enjoyed by all citizens. And whereas the citizens of our community have been killed in action while serving in the armed forces have been posthumously awarded the Purple Heart for their ultimate sacrifice. And whereas the Purple Heart is the oldest American military decoration and was created as the badge of military merit made of the purple cloth in the shape of a heart with the words merit sewn upon it on August 7th, 1782 in Newburgh, New York by General George Washington, and then reestablished as the Purple Heart on February 22nd, 1932 by General Douglas MacArthur. And whereas the heritage it represents is sacred to those who know the price paid to wear the Purple Heart. And whereas the August 7th is nationally recognized as Purple Heart Day. Now, therefore, it proclaimed, we, the Board of Selectmen, hereby proclaim the town of Dayton, Massachusetts, a Purple Heart town, honoring the service and sacrifice of those from our community who were awarded the Purple Heart while serving in our nation's wars. And also, it proclaimed that Dayton, Massachusetts will recognize. This is where we want to insert the date,
On November 12th.
November 12th, annually as Purple Heart Day, and urge our citizens and organizations to display the American flag as well as other public expressions of recognition of our Purple Heart recipients. And then we'll sign this today, but it will be effective August 12th. I mean,
We'll get you a better,
one to sign.
we have one.
Okay.
Do we just need a motion to approve that? I'll make a motion to accept the proclamation as read.
Second. Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Town of Dayton fee schedules. This is again a review, discuss and act, fee schedule for the transfer station. Nobody's here from the Board of Health?
Through the chair, yeah.
Yeah.
Public hearing. so-
Yeah, oh, we gotta read it.
Public hearing.
Okay, I'm gonna read it and then we'll open it up. Alright. Town of Dayton Board of Selectmen's public hearing notice. In accordance with MGL Chapter 138, the Town of Dayton Select Board will hold a public hearing on Wednesday, November 5th, 2025, at 6:15 PM at the Old Town Hall Auditorium, 1111 Somerset Avenue, 02715, for the purpose of reviewing the town's schedule of fees and charges. The Board of Selectmen are considering proclamating, what is it?
Promulgating.
New fees or revisiting existing charges. Dayton Board of Selectmen, signed by the Dayton Board of Selectmen, Peter Karen, Nicole Mello, and Mark Chico, October 22nd, 2025.
I'd like to make a motion to open the hearing.
Second.
Motion has been made to open it and seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Through the chair, if I may, just a quick explanation, just to help both the departments and the citizens of the town of Dayton, where every year we're gonna review the fees which are established here in town. And to see if they work or if we have to raise them incrementally, hold them steady, or if we're charging too much, we can change that. I think it's good to have on an annual basis. This is the public hearing. We received both from the transfer station, a fee schedule from the transfer station and amended fee schedule from the Board of Health. Today we have Mr. Ferry here. Again, this is a public hearing, and we can hear from the public if they has any questions or comments. Or as the public hearings. So, first up, we have the highway department. I see the memo and Ferry, and he lists question as he puts 3 odd items which we had in the past been $30 upcharge of $5 to $35. Box springs and mattresses were previously $40, $50 mattress spring, $20 to $25, and other items go $2. In general, our costs are going up with these associated items. So Mr. Ferry did a review on that and he's put forth the following fees.
Okay. 2 questions. The cost of the items going up, will they cover the cost now of disposing of them?
Last year, we were just in the black,
Just in the black?
yes.
Okay.
So what increased since then a little bit, especially the mattresses, is the transportation fees. And same thing on the tonnage for the electronics.
Okay. And when will this go into effect?
January 1st.
January 1st. Why? Why wait if the cost is going up for us now? I mean, you're only 2 months away. I understand.
Right, so I'll call it a business. The business of our transfer station is a little unique. So our customers are not there weekly, they're not there monthly. We need a little bit more time to get the word out.
Okay.
For the sticker shock.
Yep.
It shouldn't be much of a sticker shock, but
Yeah.
so the word gets out there.
Mm-hmm.
And if you would, if I may add, I believe you have a copy of the old fee rates.
Yes.
And new ones slightly different. It's because we consolidated all the freons together, all the mattresses together. So they were the same price anyways, except for the mattress for the crib. And then we didn't raise the metals. So everything else is reflected mainly for the transportation fees.
Okay. Nicole, do you have anything you want to add?
No.
Huh? No.
If I may. through the
Yes,
chair,
please.
I'm sorry for clarification. Typically, when you do an annual fee hearing, you have a date certain where the fees are gonna go up. So it's part of the process. That's why we do it. So it gives people some ramp up so they understand, if there's gonna be a change in fee. And it's generally, we do it at the end of the year in July. January 1st is the start date. So,
Well, you advertise that the prices can change without notice. And if we're losing money on a mattress now, why not just change it now?
Well, that is up to the discretion of the board, but I'm just saying traditionally, right?
Yeah.
Great. So
Okay,
I appreciate that. And I have that language there to protect us if we have something that astronomically changed.
okay,
And we don't have to wait for this type of hearing. And in short, I would just, instead of January 1st, I would just.
Yeah.
make it Ralph's.
okay.
I appreciate that, Tom.
I would support, Mr. Chairman, if
Yeah.
you wanted to do it immediately. If they were really substantial increases, I would say January 1st, but since they seem kind of reasonable, and in line with kind of the rest of what's going on in the economy, I agree, you know, it would kind of help our cash flow now versus in a month or two from now. I would support that if that's something that you felt as well.
Not that I feel that strongly about it. I feel like we should. Because you made a statement that people don't come every week. At some point, they're going to realize that they're going to know the price is going up. Why do we have to give them notice that you came this week, but the next time you come, you're going to see for the first time that there's a price increase? I guess I don't, the town's in a tough financial situation as it is. And if the biggest thing is the mattresses, I guess. If that is costing us more money now.
Every time they come to pick up the load, it's $350.
Right. And what are we getting now for that load? I mean, what's,
But right now, the mattress, we're charging 40.
Right.
And we're proposing it for 50,
yeah,
and that will take care of that.
okay,
The first year we were enjoying, they called it a milk run. They didn't charge us for every time they picked up.
yep,
They took partial loads with other towns. I haven't seen that for a long time.
okay. Nicole, what do you think?
I have a question. With public hearings, do we generally have to have them a certain amount of times before? Like, there's some kind of hearing that we have, like, we have 3 times and we
Right,
read.
that's the problem, yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. I just wanted to,
This is a public hearing, so we advertised it in the paper.
okay,
So we had to do it at least 7 days prior to the public hearing, so people have in the Thornton Gazette, so.
mhm. I understand what you and Mark are saying in regards to the money is needed now. I just know that even when we give ample time to residents, they still don't feel like they've gotten enough time. And I'm just concerned that if we make the change right now, then they definitely didn't get ample time.
Mhm.
That's my only concern.
Okay. Fair enough. I guess, how much time do you need to know that there's a price increase? You go into a sandwich shop and they raise the price $1 from yesterday. They don't advertise,
Yeah, you're right.
we're gonna raise our price. Okay, whatever you guys, if somebody wants to make the motion.
Mr. Chairman, point of order,
Yeah,
it's my understanding that this is a public hearing.
yeah,
I believe the public is supposed to be allowed to
sure.
respond. Is that permissible through the chair?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, actually, before that, any more questions for Tom?
No.
Okay, I'm sorry, honey.
No problem. For the record, Leonard Hull, 760 Main Street, Dayton. Let us not forget, we are a business. I know we try to be nice to the taxpayers and the community, but we're in a business. And we're in a community that's cash strapped, that is struggling and talking about layoffs. The bottom line is the bottom line. I've heard reference, although not specific, that you're losing money at the transfer station. So the question becomes, when do you make up for the deficit? And how do you make up for the deficit? But the longer you wait, that deficit is going to keep growing. I understand the need to inform the public. Was this public meeting published according to, so you see the response you have this evening? And you know the response you had when you had your budget hearings. Leadership is really important.
I guess I don't understand your point.
My point is, one, you need to do something to correct that deficit, and it should be done sooner than later. And I hear Mr. Pacheco asking for sooner rather than January 1st. And Mr. Karen, I heard you say the same thing. So what I would, highly ask and recommend that maybe December 1st might be a lot better. And we look at the prices. Are those prices going to allow you to overcome your deficit?
Overcome the deficit of,
Where you're at now?
not for the whole package of trash removal, but certainly for what we take in and have to pay to have out, taken out.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, sooner rather than later, I'd like to see happen.
And what was your other point about posting it? That,
Well, no.
you just asked me about if it was within the 7 days
We posted it according to public hearing.
public hearing policy. Yeah.
So my point in regards to that is if you did your due diligence, then no one has a complaint. And they can't say they didn't know about it.
And we've articulated several times at the.
Okay.
The BOS meeting that we're gonna do an annual fee hearing. It's coming.
Right.
Okay.
And this way here, it doesn't come back on you either. Oh, we didn't know. Well, the public has a responsibility. It's their town.
Right.
Say it. Thank you.
Okay. Anybody else?
Just again, a public hearing, you hear you hear from the public.
So we need to close it.
And ask questions. After you close, then you can make.
The motion.
Where you want to do.
Okay. Hearing nothing else from anyone, then we have a motion to close the, Go ahead.
Apologize.
no,
We still have the other fee to discuss from the Board of Health, if you want to sort of take it up. I think.
both at the same time? There were
They're
individual,
all the fees at once.
okay,
And then we vote on them.
all right.
So, the hearing, as you see, the Board of Health, has put forward a memo to for the Board of Selectmen. They did an evaluation of the health department fees, and what they did is they did a comparison to their fees to the surrounding towns. And it appears that we're charging slightly less than our neighboring communities. Fair increase, $25 for application. The board discussed the application for the marijuana sales to be increased to $600 from $525. And generally, the Board of Health is looking at an increase over all their fees. They give you a list of fees associated that they have that they presented, so you can see what they were and what it could be.
When do these go into effect?
Again, generally, when you have a fee hearing, would go January 1st. It's just the tradition of the fees start, but it's up to, again, the discretion of the select, Board of Selectmen.
Well, there's no direct cost. That we're losing money on this like we were with the trash. For example, if we were spending $50 to get rid of a mattress and we're only taking in 45, then that's an issue. But if this is a fee for anyone starting, and we felt that we had to give more notice. I don't think it's apples for apples with
No.
trash. They had mentioned something about the 25%, but I see a lot of them doubling. Not everything is going up just 25%. I mean, $25 on some of them.
So no one is here from the Board of Health to
No.
present this? Okay.
And I thought they were going to be. I just assume table it because I have questions that what towns we were being compared to, and why the reasoning behind the saying that it's going to be 25% when some of them are 50 or even 100% increases.
I agree.
Nicole, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay, because we took them all together, how do we do this?
So what you would do now is if there's no other public comment, you vote to close.
Okay,
Make a motion to close the hearing.
second, motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Now you need to act on each of the,
Okay.
act on each of the fee schedule.
So we need a motion for the fee schedule for the transfer station.
I'll make that motion to accept the fee schedule as presented. And put it into effective immediately.
Second. Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Then
Make a motion to table the Board of Health fee schedule.
Second.
motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Paul Patricio, how are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. Nice to see you again. You want to come up?
Sure.
That was quite the ceremony a month ago.
Yes.
That was impressive.
So, if you don't remember me, my name is Paul
Yeah.
Patricio. I am a life scout in Troop 45 Dayton. I'm here to update you guys on the Eagle project. In March, when you guys approved me, I went out, got materials, worked on the documentation and planned days for building. I had 2 days where members of my troops came out and we worked on building it. On the second day, we finished. I sent in pictures. I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, we have them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The project is finished, as you can see. And like I said, when I presented it, it's always adjustable. It can be moved if there's any, changes. And I'm just here to say thank you for allowing me to do this and thank Mr. Ferry for helping me. And I'm turning over officially turning over the project to you guys.
Nice.
So thank you.
Thank you. It was a big undertaking, I'm sure. And how many people does it seat?
You can probably fit four.
Four comfortably?
Yep.
Yeah. It looks so nice too. I have color pictures on my phone. I don't know if you guys do too,
Yeah.
but these were just black and white. But thank you for doing this. I have a feeling it's going to get a lot of use.
Yes.
And it must have been a lot of work on your part.
Yep. And probably in the future, maybe from a year from now, I might go out and stain it or just to make sure, I'll keep it up and maintain it.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's pressure treated.
Yep.
And you're supposed to wait a year anyway, right? Before you stain it? Yeah. Cool. Nicole, do you have any questions?
No, thank you for coming back out and giving us an update and thank you for the project. It looks great.
Thank you.
I agree. Thank you for seeing the project through and adding this to our community.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paul.
Good job.
Mr. Ferry, you're up, sir.
Which one we got? Mean and Pleasant?
Yep.
Union Pleasant Street intersection.
I brought some hard copies of the plan that I was supposed to create, and you guys get it electronically, if I may.
Sure. Thank you. So.
Last time I was at the selectmen's meeting with this scenario, you gave me the road ahead.
Yeah.
We moved forward and we needed to investigate how to do it also. Myself and the town administrator met with town attorney 3 times.
I think so.
Me too, you,
Yes.
3, yes. So as you got some instructions and interpretation from them, we need to create the plan, prepared showing the relocation and alteration of the relevant public ways. And the last 2 copies show that on that, what I just handed you. The Board of Selectmen vote to relocate and alter the ways as shown on the plan. And then we will file it with the Board of Selectmen's vote to relocate the ways with the town clerk. To understand what you're looking at on that plan. So that cover sheet with that, I stapled there, that's what I'm actually meeting with the planning board later tonight for that colored plan there. That's what the end result may look like. There's quite a bit happening there. That's why I shared it with you.
Yeah.
Because it shows the importance moving forward and all the, it captures most of the safety concerns that I'm dealing with. And you also with the public on a lot of things, the intersection, not just the library. So if I may, I'd like to at least read the east side parking part of what I'm sharing with the planning board tonight.
Sure.
Because that's relevant with touching the island that's across from this way as we relocate, reposition the intersection with the Main Street reconstruction. The east side lot will be signed for library visiting parking and will be modified to consume the space that is currently town-owned right-of-way for Main Street, Pleasant Street turning lane. The proposed right-of-way roadway reconfiguration will result in a total of 29 parking spaces plus 2 handicap spaces for 31 total spaces. These visitor parking spaces have been designed to be 10 by 20 in size. The engineering consultant recommends this east side entrance exit curb cut be 24 feet wide, be aligned with the Somerset Ave. They strongly recommend a curb cut that allows more spaces for the ADA parking spaces and also includes additional sidewalk footprint and therefore the site distance between the library entrance and exit and the pedestrian crosswalk on Main Street, which lines up with the eastern front staircase to the library. The alignment also avoids an offset left-hand turn scenario where cars exiting the library lot left encounter cars on Somerset turning left, thus creates a potential conflict. The proposed curb cut will be safer for both pedestrians and vehicle traffic. One important matter, I'm not sure if I emphasized that last time I was here with you guys. We want to emphasize is that the removal of the Main Street, Pleasant Street turning lane and the squaring off to the Main Street, Pleasant Street intersection and the preservation of the Corporal John Dutra Memorial sign, monument, and trees. So the word preservation should be stronger there, and that's the goal for this project also. With the approval of the family, we wish to increase the prominence of the Corporal John Dutra Monument. We propose to do this by repositioning the monument and sign into the expanded green space and adding a curb curved sidewalk around the landscape bed, housing the memorial. This will make the memorial more accessible for those who wish to visit. They will no longer need to walk across the street and stand on a traffic island with no sidewalk. And the town can consider a bench in the future. This is obviously predicated on the family's approval. With that said, that needs to be worked out. We probably need in the future, during the winter, probably need to entertain how that's going to look, both the board and the family. I propose the sidewalk actually wraps around, stays with Pleasant Street curb to protect the island also, both with the snow and ice removal chemicals and whatnot. That way the green space stays green. And then we can always entertain a sidewalk meandering throughout, maybe with a bench as an accessory rather than purpose there. And I think we'll have more control for the ADA needs there. So the bottom paragraph, I think Peter is stronger on, and that's what I need to deal with tonight. The Smith Memorial Hall is about 4,500 gross square feet of space and 4,000 net square feet of space for public library space. Closet, utility chases, permanently placed fixtures, and non-public spaces are the difference between the two numbers. The town's regulations require 1 parking space per 100 square feet of floor area dedicated to public use, plus 1 space per employee for libraries. Based upon these requirements, the public library requires 45 parking spaces. With the geometry of the existing lot and lot limitations of the septic system and power poles, the town is requesting relief for 5 spaces in the overall count, with a total of 40 spots between the west and east lots. So that you don't see the whole package, well, you do see the whole package in the picture, but for tonight's purpose in the intersection, because it's all tied in with that, I think I covered everything, and I'm more than happy to answer any other questions at this point. And then the last 2 pages of the last 2 large pages that I hand you, the engineer first handed me on the top. You can see the line on the corner actually goes behind the fire hydrant. And that's moving before the Mass DOT took the line from the church at the time, the previous church before the last church. That's going to move the marker a little bit. I recommended that the line be more like where the fire hydrant is to protect the memorial for what it is at this time. So we're not losing anything on the Main Street side. And then we'll increase the green space, as you can see on that colored photo. So I think what I just presented should answer the questions or the homework you guys gave me. And with your blessings, we can move forward with this. Other than that, it's going to complicate things.
Yeah. So you're going to eliminate in the east parking lot, the entrance/exit to Pleasant Street. Isn't there one there now?
No,
There's not one that you can
no.
just drive through?
There's guardrail there to prevent you from doing that.
Okay, but it's paved. The guardrail's over pavement, right?
Yes, guardrail over pavement, you gotta drive really fast to do that.
Okay.
I can't wait for that guardrail to be removed.
Yeah,
It's not fitting for that environment.
no, it doesn't.
It's probably gonna spend the winter there. A portion of it near Main Street needs to be removed to do all this work ahead of time. And then, like I said, over the winter, we can hash out permanent lines for the memorial with the family, what that's gonna look like. And if you wanna actually have a vote for dedicating, even though it's all town property, so I believe you can choose to have it all back on one lot like it was originally.
Yeah.
Town property, and designate the corner for the memorial perpetuated. It already is, but we're gonna ratify, I propose we ratify it
Yeah,
and work with the surviving family.
it would only enhance it.
Absolutely.
And they're going to the planning board this evening too?
That's what I heard, the ones that are available. Just to see where this was going, because I didn't
Right.
have what you're looking at until this morning,
Sure.
because it was still being tweaked.
Okay.
Mr. Potappo, did I miss anything?
No, I think articulated everything.
No way.
Just if it is the desire of the board to approve the plan. Do you have the plan? The actual plan for them? What, do we have that?
Yeah, so I have, the two I gave you tonight, I have them also larger. So the one with the line going through that fire hydrant is what I'm proposing. So you have two to pick from. And all that does is, in the future, if more work needs to happen on the roadside, you don't have to take land, you're taking land from the town anyways. But for construction purposes, I believe that's enough there. It hits the fire hydrant's right on the border.
Okay,
That's the one I proposed.
Yeah.
So there's two scenarios here to work on. I proposed the one with that curve right there for Pleasant meets Main, right through that hydrant there.
when were you thinking of starting this? Assuming everything gets
The
approved.
curb, the sidewalk, because the sidewalk across the library, it's incorporated with some safety issues and
Yeah.
ADA regulations. That can start as early as this Friday for the demo, closer to the post office, and throughout next week.
Okay.
So within 3 weeks, this whole area should be done
Mhm.
and upgraded.
That's amazing.
Yes. The only thing that will be missing in that area, along with all the Main Street, will be the actual finished paving.
Okay,
So, and then also whatever landscaping that we decide with the family and yourselves. will be
Yeah.
able to-
Nicole, do you have anything?
No.
Mark, do you have anything?
I have a couple of questions. It says pave over a septic tank. Is that a normal thing to do for,
I'm sorry.
it says like, you're paving over a septic tank for this? Is that normal? Because I didn't know well, I just wanted more information on
Very
it.
good question.
Okay,
No, it's not normal. You
Okay.
have to have a tank that's rated for that. It's called H20. That's an unlimited weight on top of it. And that tank has been installed.
okay.
So we were able to put some spots over that portion of the septic.
Is it a newer septic that we won't have to dig up anytime?
It's been upgraded. The whole
Okay.
thing wasn't new, but part of the library project, it was upgraded. That, in particular, the tank.
Okay. So we probably shouldn't have to dig it up for a little while before we pave over it. Okay.
As long as they maintain it properly, yes.
And then Pleasant Street at Main Street. I see there's a stop line there before the crosswalk. Is that normal not to have a stop sign there as well at the intersection, or?
There is one there.
There is one, okay, I just didn't see it in the picture, so there is a stop sign at that intersection. And then I see like a lot of like grassy areas around here, is that gonna be a lot of work for the highway department to have to maintain all that? Looks like a lot of maybe finished work for you with all the landscaping,
Yes.
have you had, I don't know, I guess, how do you feel about taking that on, all that green space?
That is not a huge add-on.
Okay,
What I am worried about, are walkways that has to be maintained. We have 2 ramps, 2 stairs, and the walkway in front of this building after we've taken care of the town for snow and ice. So there's a chance,
yes,
I've already spoken with Mr. Fatah on that, there's a chance along with the town hall, we may have to have remote employment until my guys can catch up.
right,
We're working 30 hours straight, there's no way we can do that kind of work.
Mhm.
That's the only thing that concerns me, not so much the grass.
we could also perhaps work on delaying different offices depending on when you can get to them too, maybe staggering when we open certain,
Correct.
like town hall, or the library, whatever.
I'm sure the day of the week is a factor when the storm ends.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Those are my questions. Thank you.
I love that you're always thinking snow, Tom.
We haven't had much snow.
No.
Hopefully, I'd like to see some, but I bet you don't want to see it.
Not for 2 months.
Okay,
Have a little bit, not for 2 months.
right.
We don't want a deficit spend.
No,
Any snow.
no.
Maybe in April. That's all.
Right.
Are you ready for a motion?
Yes, I am.
I'll make a motion to accept the reconfiguration of Main Street and Pleasant Street as presented tonight.
Second,
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Tom.
thank you.
Announcements.
The special town meeting will take place on Thursday, November 6, 2025 at Dayton Rehoboth Regional High School, Regional Road at 7 p.m. The Military Order of the Purple Heart the town of Dayton has been recognized as a Purple Heart community. You are cordially invited to attend the dedication ceremony on Wednesday, November twelfth, 2025 at 6 p.m. at the Dayton Middle School. The Dayton's Lions Club Food Bank distribution will be held next on Saturday, November 15th, 2025, located at Town Hall in the lower level. Dayton's Lights On 2025 will take place Saturday, November 29th. Hot chocolate, cookies, popcorn, and hot dogs events begin at 3:30. Be sure to bring a camera for photos with Santa.
This is the first of two public inputs. Is there any? Not for you, Mr. Hall, this evening? Nobody out there? Okay. Selectmen's reports, are there any?
Have anything?
Just come down to town meeting tomorrow night.
Thursday night, right? That's tomorrow? Wow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this week's flying.
You there too, Peter.
Yeah. I'll see if I can. put it in.
All right.
It came up fast. Okay, town administrator's report, please.
I'll make sure the only thing we had, we interviewed, 3 individuals yesterday for a building commissioner position. And I think, we had a successful candidate. We're going through the process and, we hope to present, that person to you at the next meeting on November 19th.
Great.
It went well. We had 6 total applications
We had 6 total applicants.
and we interviewed 3, which were, 2 of the 3 were commissioners,
Great.
which was nice.
It was actually, well, yeah, 4 of the people, well, 3 of the people who had applied of the 6 were certified building officials. One person we invited in, decided not to come, but yesterday there was a little confusion. 2 of them were certified building officials. And one was working on that side, so which is good. This was a little concern as we went into it. We didn't know if anyone would reach out and apply. There's a lot of communities looking for building commissioners, so I think we were fortunate and I think we could have somebody in place within 2 months of our last commissioner leaving, which I think is pretty good.
Absolutely. Okay.
Thank you for sitting on those
Oh,
interviews.
not an issue. Thank you. New business. Review, discuss, and act donation of the commissioned police cruiser. Pretty straightforward. It's going to the high school. So we just need a motion to accept that.
I'll make a motion to accept the donation of the decommissioned police cruiser.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
You oppose, Mark?
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
Thank you.
Review, discuss, and act, Dayton Public Library items for surplus. Assuming these are all the old shelvings,
Yes.
and where they're
We're
going,
downstairs.
where are they going? They're in the basement of the,
I don't know where I know we had them for a short time in the basement of Town Hall.
Mhm.
Oh, I think the last time I saw them when we did the fiber optics, they moved them to the old library. So they're just sitting in the old library.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept those library items for surplus.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Approval of the warrants. Do you want me to read them, Mark, or?
Okay, thank you.
Sure. This is for the warrants paid October 30th, 2025, 18A-26 for $132,426.02. 18B-26, $130,143.16. 18C-26, $161,540.93. A warrant is paid by November 6, 2025. 19A-26, $130,375.82. 19B-26, $286,009.57, and 19C-26, $229.52.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
No minutes to approve this evening?
There is, but there's correspondence before it.
Oh, that's right. Letter from Annabelle Powell, Director of the Dayton Council on Aging, concerns for older adults in town with regards to the supplemental nutritional assistance program. I'm assuming everybody has read it. I don't know if there's an answer that we have, something else that we can do as a town other than to encourage people to donate to the food bank. The approximately how many people do they get at the food bank? Do you know?
I do not have that.
No.
I'm sure it's more than you think.
I'm sure it's more than we think, and it's probably going to go up.
Yeah.
I was just asking Nicole before the meeting started, what was happening with the federal. And some money has been allocated towards the SNAP program.
That's what I've heard about half the amount that would normally be allocated for the month of November. It's gonna be allocated.
Okay, and is the state doing anything to make it up, other than encouraging people to donate?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything from the state at this time. I know they are considering going into a rainy day fund to supplement that, but we have not heard anything that they would, at this time.
Okay.
I do want to add, I did see Chartley's in Rehoboth is taking donations, and they have all the donations at the front of the store. You can take them, no questions asked. Kin Folks in Taunton, they're doing $6 meals all week for anyone that needs it. And anyone that has social media, if you look, I can't think of a single organization right now that isn't trying to do something. So
Right.
Hopefully people reach out if they need it.
It's a sad situation to begin with, and it certainly makes it worse for those who need it the most.
Yeah, there's no good time of the year for this, but this
No.
is probably one of the hardest time of the years
Sure.
to have struggles. So
Yep.
I hope that any resident that needs anything reaches out, especially the Council on Aging. They're always helpful for any
Right.
of our older.
And there's no questions asked. It's,
No,
I think you have to prove Dayton residency, which is, I think, the only stipulation for the food bank, correct?
I could have
Or do they
sworn there
not
were
even
people
require
from, yeah, and I could have sworn there were potentially people from other town, or maybe they were coming from the food bank from the other town that took
Okay.
us. I'm not sure. I
Sure.
sat in on one day. It was, and it was a lot of people. It was more
Yeah.
people than I had imagined.
Okay. Well, good luck. Thank you, Annabelle, for pointing this out. I know you had the finger on the pulse of what's needed out there. And they do have donation bins outside of the town hall lower level. Okay,
I'll make a motion for approval of the Board of Selectmen regular meeting minutes of October 22nd, 2025.
actually, we don't have them, right?
I will table those motions that I
Yeah.
just said I would approve.
Motion has been made to table and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Public input, yes, sir.
We were just discussing the fee schedule, and I was
Yeah.
just thinking about it, and there was a comment about leadership. And I just wanted to say, just have a think about it, and maybe the individual didn't mean it that way, but I feel the Board of Selectmen putting in professionals into positions that are thinking about our fee structures and how it impacts our residents, and the board just having a simple conversation and debate on it. I just want to emphasize, the board always has respectful dialogue, and we took an oath to fulfill our duties, and we have the best interests of our residents. So I see a lot of leadership in the town and on the Board of Selectmen, all three members. And I would encourage us to continue to have dialogue amongst each other, and all input is appreciated, but I do feel that having a dialogue and thinking answers through and speaking up is always appropriate. And I have seen it that the board's interests are always the best interests of the residents.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Thank
Mark.
you. Okay, Hearing no other, then we'll vote for adjournment.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.